What is up, y'all? It is your boy Benji, and we are back balling. This is another episode of the Hoopcast. Got my guy with me.
Do rag run.
Do we run? Man, Ron, I know you've been paying attention. I know some of the viewers been paying attention. Man, a lot of trades are about to get made. It is that time of the year. Secretly, while the NBA Finals gets adjustments made, and you know what I mean? We got losers, winners, everybody in the playoffs. They got to make some differences. A guy who's got to be one of my favorite players from the 510 himself, Damian Lillard, man, he's an absolute dog. And in the last couple of years, he's been finally blooming himself into stardom, superstardom at least. And I know right now it's probably not his main focus because he is playing with Team USA. He's probably trying to, focus on Team USA. But back to reality, I guess, up in Portland, I've been saying I don't feel like they're making enough adjustments over there in Portland to surround him with enough cushion to kind of get the Trailblazers over the hump. I think in Portland, it seems like they're just satisfied getting to the playoffs because they're getting to the playoffs with, I don't want to say subpar teams, but, I mean, a lot of these teams are getting more and more stacked up. You got, pretty solid players in Melo and CJ McCollum and, even Nurkic. But they I feel like they failed to make an extra little bit of an addition or an extra little bit of a jump that I feel like they could have made. So we're seeing recently a lot more trade rumors and possible sparks getting put into light for Damian Lillard, particularly him possibly getting made a move back to the Bay with the Warriors, man. So you got to take on that, Ron.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's gonna look like the All-Star game we watched this past couple months. Dame gonna be shooting a 30-footer. Curry gonna be shooting a half-footer. We thought they had to check them. We thought we had to check these two at the parking lot. We might need to check them. They might need to be guarded at home in bed because these dudes, they get together, man. With Klay Thompson coming back, I'm not 100% sure who the Warriors are giving up, but I mean, to be honest, man, it kind of don't matter to be real. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's gonna be a lot of threes raining, bro. It's gonna be tough. There'll definitely be some, spots to fill as far as to, compliment these players getting together if it happens. But hey, man, yeah, you're about to be rocking again, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all had Curry go crazy for 40 points, essentially a game, and they get Dame Lillard, man, with Klay Thompson, where Stephen Curry ain't got to worry about handling the rock. He can just give it to Dame and letting him and Klay Thompson go to work running base on the baseline. Sheesh.
It could be crazy.
Especially, yeah. I mean, honestly, bro, we laughed about it when they got out of the playoffs, but it's just kind of so surreal to see how close this a deal of or a trade of Damian Lillard leaving Portland is kind of coming, man. I thought he would. I wouldn't say I would think he would be a trailblazer for life, but I didn't see him kind of leaving this early or this soon. I should say not early, but it's gonna be trouble, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, it's gonna be trouble, and I know you happy. I know you happy about that. Look, 510 smiling. How you feel about
man. I think it could get crazy in the Bay. But I mean, there's even a couple other options I know they're discussing for not even just Damian Lillard, but also even CJ McCollum. Like I know they're possibly, of course, the Sixers possibly talking about getting rid of Ben Simmons. So I've heard, CJ McCollum being swapped out for Simmons, which I think is an absolute win for the 76ers because them having not only a playmaker in CJ McCollum, but also a guy who can score. Obviously, if he's open, it's crazy. And then that frees up the game for Joel Embiid because I feel like the biggest issue with the Sixers was that they've had plenty of star power, but star power that I feel like just it's not congruent. It's like you got puzzle pieces that just aren't fitting. Putting Joel Embiid under the basket, guy who's one of the most dominant figures in the NBA right now, versus Ben Simmons, whose strength is getting into the paint, distributing and laying the ball up. That doesn't really work well. So, getting CJ McCollum in that spot to facilitate and score the heck out of the basketball, I think would be a huge benefit for the Sixers. And then, of course, talking about the Warriors, there's possibility in them getting rid of Wiseman and making some adjustments. I don't know. The three-headed Splash Brothers, that could be crazy too. And I'm even hearing things about, of course, with Lonzo Ball getting in trade rumors, maybe mixing up CJ McCollum or something like that. That could be a crazy trade. So there's plenty of options, but man, moving Dame, I think obviously, of course, moving Damian Lillard to any situation is huge downfall for the Blazers. And so I'm sure for them, it'd be in their best interest to do whatever they can to satisfy the man. The man's getting paid. So, I mean, they're going to have to put some, more players around him, I think, if they want to keep him, because obviously him disappearing would not look good for them as a franchise.
Oh, bro. I was about to say, man, great point about CJ McCollum. I'm like, Dame leaves. CJ leaving if they want to rebuild completely. If he goes to like you said, he goes to the 76ers or a team like that, or I wouldn't be surprised, man. I mean, this is a hot take run. I could see possibly the Celtics acquiring him, bro. I just thought about that. Because Kemba, he got traded to Oklahoma. I mean, this is definitely a hypothetical.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like, I don't know. It's gonna be one of them summers, man. He playing, USA. I'm pretty sure there's some rumblings between the locker rooms there. So,
and he's with a lot.
Yeah,
he's with a lot of these players. A lot of these guys are probably like, "Hey, Dan, you can come play with me. You see, we gelling on the court right now. You can come play with me, and we got you." So that that could probably be going on right now too. He got guys in his ears, that he's playing with, and he might be on Team USA, and he's like, he makes that little kick out of Jason Tatum. He like, I can play with this guy. He comes down, makes a big drop pass, one of the bigs. He's like, I can play with this guy. So I noticed some of that's going through his head as well right now. But yeah, obviously it's got to be somebody who's going to be able to support that huge contract that he's got. But I think it is a huge detriment if the Blazers let that guy go. It absolutely pushes their franchise back a couple decades. So that's one of the better players they've had in a while, man. The way he's carrying these guys, so
different. Ben, I know was producing ballers out there in your area, man. I mean, they producing Dame Lillard's like that, man. I mean,
I don't know. What
the Bay Area, man. Salute to y'all.
Maybe words to Damian Lillard, you know what I'm saying? It's from the soil. Maybe it was a struggle. I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Okay. I respect that. Salute to the Bay Area.
Yeah, man. Salute to the Bay. We're definitely keeping eyes on wherever Damian Lillard goes or whatever the Blazers do in order to cater to Damian Lillard. I think it's going to be huge line for the season.
Agree, man. Wherever he goes, he's gonna make the franchise 10 times better. But it's definitely something to watch, man. So stay tuned.
Sure.